What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Liddy. Let that team man turn. Motherfucker, they shooting outside. Big crip in the gang shooting outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia the other thing in Texas. Stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day. Be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down. Always fight back. Never let somebody tell you who you are. Also, never put yourself in a position of alone. Let's stay humble. Let's get on revolution on this movement. Keep Yahweh first. Come to this Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. We out you. Alright. Boom. Say, motherfucking day. Shooting outside. Big crip in the gang. Shooting outside shit, man. Turn up. Hey, man. Bruh. What's going on with these celebrity relationships, man? It's like everybody is breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't buy a bitch, literally. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's what I said, man. All that money on the fame still can't keep a good relationship together. You know what I'm saying? So we got Kevin Gates, Dreak, and Brittany Renner. So we got Dreak talking on a relationship about what happened with Kevin Gates and their relationship and their marriage. They've been married since like 2015, but they've been knowing each other for like 2003. Now they is no more. Everybody know that Kevin Gates now was going out with Brittany Renner. She was the Thottimus prime of the whole streets. Now they married. But now they getting divorced only after 52 days again in a marriage. 52 days? The pussy's only worth 52 days again married? Shit getting crazy. So we finna break this down to a molecular type of level. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, man. Sit back, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Shout out to Retro Rock. We got Kevin Gates and Dreak, man. What happened to them? Now I'm hearing that Brittany Renner, they going through some shit with Kevin Gates. They not man, this shit wow.
Hey, I'm gonna say this now that I was guilty of being more in like the business manager role than wife role at times, because it's like at the end of the day, like,
takes a lot to say that.
I know it does, but I don't mind saying it. I don't mind, you know, because I'm guilty of that. I was more in the, you know, that role than I was in the wife role, because, you know, that had become my life. That was our life. Like, you know what I'm saying? We spent 80 to 90% of our time on the road. I mean, of the year on the road touring.
You know how I feel about you. You don't even take my feelings into consideration. Like, it's just, I had to find out through the internet.
Now, please don't make me get angry.
You already are. You don't give
us
us a pink. I'm angry too. I'm upset. I'm hurt.
After an entire tape was released, which contained all the evidence she required to prove that Kevin had been cheating on her, Dreak Gates has finally moved out and is prepared to begin a new life. During their divorce procedures, Dreak is reportedly preparing to utilize the cheating tape as evidence of adultery. Like, this may be the formal cause of their breakup. However, knowing Kevin, he will be rapping about this for the rest of his life if that is the case, and things are going to get really sticky. Let us get started, though.
For the rest of his life. I told you to just keep it real and tell me, like...
Well, if you feel like I lied to you, then suck it. I don't even know why we talking. I'm tired of talking about the same.
First of all, this is fundamentally a betrayal, and not just another tumultuous celebrity split. Years of building a connection are kind of shattered by this. Drecka eventually reached her breaking point after standing by Kevin Gates.
But Kevin Gates bought all her damn titties and ass, so it's like,
scandals, and his ascent to celebrity. A leaked phone call, a new woman on Kevin's arm, and an infidelity scandal so egregious that even his devoted admirers were shocked are what drove her there. However, this goes beyond infidelity. It involves disdain, public humiliation, and the fall of an empire that the world believed to be stable. These individuals, like you all, have been together since 2003, when Kevin had nothing and no one knew who he was. Drecka and Kevin were portrayed as a power couple for a long time, but what follows will entirely dispel any notion that they were goals. There is a tape to top it all off. I do not know about the rest of you, but I find that it is much simpler to deal with heartbreak when it is just supposition, but an entire tape. Kevin is obviously the type of man who abandons you without water in the desert. You see, this goes beyond the drama. There is deceit on exhibit, and it all began with a phone call that was never intended for the general public. Now, let us get straight to the phone call that made all the difference. The story's unraveling starts with a woman named Persia, who is said to have had behind-the-scenes involvement with Kevin Gates. She arrived with receipts in addition to gossip. When she released an intense, irate, and obviously personal phone conversation between herself and Kevin, the internet went crazy. Persia confronts Kevin on the call for deceiving her and playing games. Kevin, on the other hand, is contemptuous, even icy, while she seems tired and frustrated from hearing the same justifications. He acts as though he has been insulted and tells her to screw it if she feels misled.
Because I was not thinking about nobody. I was just doing something to make myself laugh. That's all I was doing.
To make it self-laugh.
So this the new girl dating with after
even if you say you wasn't thinking about me, but I literally was just
we all couldn't that Brittany Renner wasn't the right one, bro.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about myself.
A whore gonna always be a whore.
That's why I'd be ready on you.
First of all, it is devilish to cry for a married man. Even more concerning, though, is that Persia's complaints stem from the fact that Kevin has been spending time in public with a new side piece while she is a side piece herself. Like, how you must miss losing them, gal. Let us go back to the beginning, though, since this is where things start to become sticky. Days after this contentious call came to light, Kevin Gates was seen on a live stream not by himself, but with a whole different woman, not just any woman, Little Miss Brittany Renner. That is Brittany Renner.
Goofy asshole.
If you recognize the name,
you
it
can't
is
trust
because
that
it has
whore.
been associated with more controversy than the careers of most rappers. Brittany, a former
She gonna use
Instagram
every nigga,
fitness
suck a
model
nigga
who's now
clout
a
dry,
headline,
nigga.
has been in the news for years, and not always for the right reasons.
She gonna suck a
Brittany
nigga
has
clout
never
dry,
shied away
bitch.
from the limelight, as evidenced by her
Nigga,
highly
dust and
visible
bones,
relationship
bitch.
with NBA player PJ Washington and her outrageous interviews in which she nonchalantly admitted having sex with several men in a single day. However, Brittany Renner has a complex reputation. On the one hand, she is fearless, unrestrained, and unrepentant. However, she has come under fire for allegedly pursuing well-known men in an attempt to gain influence, wealth, and power. Additionally, her notorious spat with PJ Washington portrayed her as the model for what many refer to as a wealth digger. She allegedly left him 2 weeks after giving birth, and the internet never let her move on from that. She later claimed that she was only receiving $2,500 in child support, but the harm had already been done when rumors circulated that she was receiving a $200,000 monthly bag. Her dating history reads like an all-star lineup, which exacerbates the situation. Drake, James Harden, Lil Uzi Vert, Trey Songz, Vince Simmons, Chris Brown, Colin Kaepernick, Jamal Murray, Shaq, and more. Y'all, she boasted about her power and even produced a playbook detailing her past relationships with sportsmen and celebrities. Right now, she and Kevin Gates are walking hand in hand. A few months ago, Brittany Renner's content took a drastic shift, so something changed quickly. She was well known for her daring try-on hauls and self-assuredly sensuous vibe, as you would have known if you had been following her on social media. Always wore clothes that left no room for interpretation, but those films disappeared almost immediately, and we were presented with a completely new image in their stead. Brittany was out here in a hijab, moving in a way that felt more subdued, introspective, and even spiritual. After a moment of conducting a quick try-on, people were taken aback by the pivot, and naturally, conjecture ensued. When I originally joined Instagram July of 2012, I joined for two reasons: validation and male attention. And now that I no longer need either of those things, I am developing a new relationship with just...
Bitch, you know you gonna still need validation,
this
ho?
appeared to be only a
Cause you ain't got no brain.
Celebrities
You
who
an
have been
airhead.
embroiled in scandal or who
Your
have
head
faced
got nothing but
criticism from
fucking
the
Tweety
public
birds in
have
it, ho.
rebranded themselves as spiritual or
You a
religious and
goofball
born
bitch.
again. It almost seems like a pattern that Kanye West is too familiar with. The problem is that the time frame seemed overly convenient. Brittany's image changes
trust
just
no
as
hoe like
well-known
her.
spiritualist Kevin Gates,
What
who
they
has a
talking about?
complex personal life, publicly reappears with her. Many on the sidelines found
These
themselves
hoes
forced
talk
to answer
good.
this question.
They
Was this a strategic
act
change,
long
or was
enough.
it real? However,
They
because
some good
girls have been
actresses.
dating rappers for years, many people believe they know the answers to that. Sis was on the verge of becoming a saint overnight if religion is the new rebranding for rapper love.
Yeah, that
And she
sound
got
good.
more holy than thou since Brittany was receiving backlash on the internet not long ago for posting an update on her life after becoming an Islamic convert. She provided
You knew
an
that was
update
cap.
on her spiritual journey in a recent video. She also discussed in the video how her conversion has been a lovely process of purification for her body, mind, heart, and soul. She claimed to have been sober for 6 months and celibate for 8 complete months, yet she had only been a convert for 5 months. She claimed that she no longer required the approval she had previously sought online and that she felt liberated. However, a lot of people quickly saw through her, claiming that she is still seeking attention and is
Bitch,
merely
you want the
attempting to
money
appear
under the
self-righteous.
cloud.
And it appears that this
Once
man
a
is
whore,
the only
always
reason
a
she is
whore.
converted,
Always
as you
remember
can
that.
all probably assume by now.
Never trust these hoes, nigga.
Beautiful,
I don't give a fuck how much good shit they talking about, nigga. They can say all the deepest words in the world, nigga. Never trust a hoe. That's a fact.
What I have discovered is how deserving
I don't trust none of them.
I have always been. Then DG's Twitch feed appeared. Who is with Kevin Gate as he pulls up? Renner, Brittany. The internet went crazy when they were actually hard launching.
We know that was some
Were
goofball
astounded by the
shit.
suggestion as well as the snooping. For example, was Brittany's abrupt conversion due to this connection, or was there a larger play at work here? More significantly, where was Dreka now? If you have been following Kevin Gates for a while, you are aware that Dreka is more than just a woman. She's been on his side for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, Dreka was a
because
real
this
one.
was his manager, she
But you
was
never
more
know
than
what's behind
simply a
closed
wife
doors.
and mother to their 2 children. She was also a driving force behind his growth,
He probably got
brand,
bored
and
of her.
image. She was essential to his professional and spiritual development, in addition to being a part of his personal life. Additionally, Dreka was the perfect match for a lot of fans.
Hey, I'm gonna say this now that I was guilty of being more in like the business manager role than wife role at times, because it's like at the end of the day, like,
Takes a lot to say that.
I know it does, but I don't mind saying it. I don't mind, because I'm guilty of that. I was more in the, that role than I was in the wife role. Because
Sometimes it be
that
like
had
that.
become
Then
my
when you
life.
stop
That was our
doing
life.
so much traveling,
you know what
it
I'm saying?
kinda
We spent
get
80 to
boring,
90% of our time on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, of the year on the road touring.
Did not hold back when Kevin made an appearance with a new person, particularly one who was acquainted with Brittany's past. Heartbreak, disappointment, and perplexity erupted in comment sections as people urged him to return to Dreka, because Dreka stood for something more profound: consistency, substance, and a shared journey spanning decades. The reactions were emotional rather than merely relationship rumors.
That's just
It is
sucks.
true that Kevin and Dreka's romance was not picture perfect, but it seemed genuine. Their dynamic had weight. She was the serene, spiritual, business-minded balance, and he was the gritty rapper. Furthermore, many people believe that Dreka was the reason Kevin was able to access his now famous spiritual side, because that is what she does. She
What, she
helped
gave him
shape
some
that
pussy?
version of him, and that blast was irreplaceable to fans.
Man, you can't
Things
give
fell
a bitch
apart at
too
some
much
point,
credit.
and the
Let's be
two were
honest,
silent.
man.
There were no explanations
Kevin Gates
or
gonna be Kevin
announcements,
Gates
only stillness
no matter
followed by
who it's gonna be.
whispers and
Whoever bitch
accusations
was
that
around
Dreka
him.
had cheated. With their personal trainer, allegedly, fans discovered the hints in Kevin's lyrics, such as, "Why talk about it when you can rap about it?" Kevin never explicitly confirmed it. Therefore, he dropped his extremely suggestive line in his song Super General when he wrote, "Personal trainer embedded my personal space deep down the side and it killed me." People read between the lines because it was unfiltered. Some were unconcerned, claiming that Dreak
But he was trying to say that she was getting hit 3.
Additionally, Kevin had a history of cheating,
Gremlin.
so he considered it fair game if she clapped back once. Nevertheless, it was evident that Kevin was harmed despite the conjecture. Pain of such nature simply cannot be concealed. It manifests in actions and carelessness. Additionally, someone tries to divert their attention from the issue they have not entirely recovered from. It is interesting that when it is their turn to be served, the people who spit out the loudest are always the most vulnerable. That fury was fueled even more by Kevin's participation on Carisha Please. He skirted the question when asked directly if Dreak cheated, denied saying it, yet the story was never
Super
changed.
Gremlin.
It was
It's like she
open-ended
cheated.
and ambiguous, and it seemed as though he was using the silence as a weapon, a typical tactic from the narcissist playbook, exactly what people are criticizing him for.
So Drika cheated on you with the trainer.
I never said that.
You said something about a trainer. We all knew that she was supposed to cheat with the trainer.
No, that's what you let your mind think that she treated with the trainer. I never said those things.
Okay, so clear it up.
And the public is essentially left in a state of uncertainty. Additionally, a lady who was
I thought
previously
she cheated
essential
on
to
Super
who he
Gremlin.
was has publicly vanished from his
Remix.
life to be replaced with someone whose existence more often causes questions than it does answers. The underlying tale here is actually about Kevin's current romantic partner. Then, it comes down to what that change signifies. The difference between Dreka and Brittany Renner is diabolical. Nevertheless, based on the leaked tape that revealed Kevin's true identity, he laments never having met this Persian woman, much less entertaining her. You see, narcissists would much prefer go to a different
know how hard
planet
it is to
than
be
reveal
faithful when
their
you got
true
every
selves
bitch
to the
trying to
world.
throw
And
their
if
stuff at
Kevin
you,
had known that
10s and
Persia
plus.
was recording the call and about to release it, he would have been extremely manipulative during that exchange. He would have even behaved more politely, you know. But now that he is cooked, supporters are disparaging him, accusing him of being a narcissist or a gas fighter, and claiming that he was a spiritualist in order to avoid responsibility. And some even assert that Kevin was the epitome of an unhealed, narcissistic Aquarius male, gatekeep, gaslight, guy complex. But where is the lie, everyone? Since Kevin brought up zodiac signs in all of this, it was mentioned in passing that Kevin would use this audio into his upcoming song, and he did the next thing you knew. Kevin is just the kind of person you have in mind when I encourage you to move around with the bluster of an unfaithful man. You guys. In fact, the opening of his following song had snippets of Persia's audio. Poor Portia sobbed on the same recording, claiming that you do not even regard how I feel. Yes, he actually got that going.
You know how I feel about you. You don't even take my feelings into consideration. Like, are you guys talking with each other?
I told you we can't sit marriage. Mother, give me some words, to be honest with you.
Brittany Renner was the wrong bitch
Yeah,
to
and
pull
this is
out
the
with.
last time
That
you're
bitch was
gonna
a
hear
treat.
Ain't that DJ Charles over there? Look like DJ.
However, it does not end there. This man had the audacity to upload a dress on TikTok while wearing a red suit, giving the impression that he was about to walk the red carpet at the BET Awards. Then who enters? Renner, Brittany. Everyone was like, what the? When he dragged her to the table with the entire ring. Then, guess what? At one of Purge's performances, the same dramatic Purge audio video is presented in front of an entire
Brittany
audience
Renner
as
is
the new song
insane,
is
bro.
playing. For example, are we seeing a midlife crisis or a PR proposal?
Slow down. I fell in love with you upon initial contact. You're the most beautiful woman in the world to me.
Brittany Renner?
I fully delight
She's nasty.
you lost your global focus.
The words then start to play, and he talks about how he is in love and not concerned about the number of bodies. We are all thinking, well,
The fuck
that is
hell
obviously
no,
about
this is a
Brittany
graveyard for
at this
bodies.
point. Is it a rap with Drake then? First of all, though, Kevin is putting an extra effort on damage control, everyone. I'm
don't
willing
trust
to
none of
wager
you
that
hoes,
he will
bitch.
claim that the recording
That's a
was
fact.
merely a preview for his next song the next time he is questioned about it, or his relationship with Brittany Renner. These narcissists are winning right now. As I told you, they simply keep changing their brand.
Never apologize for anything. No, just forgive me. I'm so not sorry. Really? Yeah.
But, you know, the fans are going crazy in the comments. They are similar to Is This Rage Babe? Somebody else said, not gonna lie, going from Dreka to Brittany Renner is a massive
That's a
downgrade.
fact.
I'm so confused by this man's life choices. This will turn me
I
into
agree
a
with that.
super
Brittany
villain.
Renner?
So,
You could've
where's
went with
Dreka right
anybody
now?
else.
If her
That
Instagram
would've been
posts are
better.
any
But Brittany
indication,
Renner?
Dreka is loving
She a
her children
trash bucket.
and
She a
living her
cum
best
bucket.
life. She is focused and deeply involved in her wellness as always. The queen is working on her garden and taking deep breaths, completely unconcerned. To be honest, released.
You
She
can't
must
get
feel
these hoes
relieved
too
that
much.
the world is
You
now
know
seeing
what
the
I'm
kind
saying?
of person she's been putting up with for so
That ain't no
long.
bitch
We all
like
hope she meets a new man
Brittany
who
Renner.
appreciates her true self. Kevin, meantime, is weaponizing another person's suffering and calling it art, while love bombing a lady and combining heartbreak with ego. Really, sir, be that way. In any case, it appears that he is preparing for a completely new endeavor, and if that recording is indeed the introduction, we are going to witness a highly poisonous rollout. Let me know in the comments, and I will send you all these updates as soon as they are released.
Shout out to All Urban Central, man. This gonna be Dreak. When we going through, she says she does not smashing her trainer.
Under a rock for the last few weeks. You might not know that Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner basically got together.
Crazy.
And I think they're an item, a couple.
Crazy.
So the whole internet's like, yo, you're like her 50th boyfriend. She got a baby by an NBA player. She's been through all this. She's a 304 IG model, but he don't care. But what a lot of people been saying, oh, it's Dreaka's fault. And if you don't know, Dreaka is his wife. So to be perfectly honest with you, man, nobody knows if they still married or if he really married Brittany Renner. But at the end of the day, they might still be married. Everybody was saying something that Dreaka did that made Kevin, because Dreaka is bad. She's 1,000 times better than Brittany Renner. So
That's
why
a
would you
fact.
that when you had Dreaka Gates?
Why would you go for
people started bringing
Dreaka
up
to
the
Brittany
fact that
Renner
they were
is
saying that
insane,
Dreaka
bro.
cheated on Kevin Gates like a few years ago, and that's what caused all of this to happen. But you know what Dreaka did today? She took to her Instagram and refuted all of those claims. She took a screenshot of somebody's comment and said, "What was so different about sleeping with the help behind the king's back? Why did you do that to Kevin Gates? Why did you cheat with the personal trainer that he hired?" So Dreaka is sick and tired of these. She posted this response. I have to address this because it's really gone a little too far, and I don't care for social media to continue to spread this misinformation. I have never had any type of sexual or romantic encounters with my personal trainer or any hired help, and will never. And just to make it clear, sorry ladies, but I am strictly about the D, and I do not do plastic. I need the real thing. Thank you, please. So they're like, what are you talking about when you said you need the real thing, you need the meat? Well, people don't know this is what her trainer actually looks like.
It's a female?
Look, this her trainer. Her trainer is a WNBA player.
Like
Come
a
on,
man.
bro. And she's basically saying like, man, I like eggplant. I do not do scissoring. But the question is, are you still married to Kevin Gates? Because if you're still married to Kevin Gates, why is he walking around just flaunting Brittany Renner like she's better than you?
Brittany Renner is fucking
nowhere close
a
to
bozo.
Dreaka. Like, look at, man, let me show y'all what Dreaka be looking like.
Dreaka is a baddie, bro.
Dreaka.
She's a fucking baddie.
And Dreaka all natty.
Oh, she's natural?
Cheeky cheek. Oh, my God.
She all natural?
Dreak.
Damn.
Look at this. Dreak. Bro, Dreak.
Yeah, my boy, I don't know if I would drop that for Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is a fucking bozo.
Like, when all the rumors came out that Kevin Gates was sliding on Brittany Renner, man, she just took a world tour vacation and just started going everywhere by herself and just chilling.
Dropping Dreaka for Brittany Renner is fucking insane.
Working with camels and going to holistic places. Like, she really turned up. Look, she started going to the beach butt naked. Look, she started getting camels. Like, she loves camels now. She plants in her garden. She really just turned into a whole nature girl.
A whole different person, huh? I mean, she's always with the animals, you know what I'm saying? You look at her life, and she's always with the farm animals.
Type of girl in the club and
man, Dreaka y'all gotta be crazy. You letting Dreaka go.
Like this, good.
He probably got tired of the pussy. I
This
don't
all
know.
stemmed after, you know, Kevin Gates was on Basketball Wives with Brittany Renner.
Insane.
Like, he literally has her date.
Brittany Renner? Brittany Renner? Let that sink in. She's nowhere near on Dreak level, bitch. That's a fact. That's wild. I was stunned when I see him going out with Dreaka. You know, Dreaka with Brittany.
Keep it real. This was a different experience, for sure.
And so, but in this episode, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still confused why Kevin Gates is with that.
Me too. I'm just confused as you.
You don't have to do all of that wifing and stuff because that's definitely not wifeable material.
At all.
I don't care what you say, whatever justification.
No. You're right.
About doing that, but nah, bro. Bro.
Ain't no damn way in hell I would have dropped Dreaka for motherfucking.
This is not the first time that he had some controversy because
Brittany.
Literally right before Brittany Renner, one of his other side piece called him out for.
And we just talking about that.
What he did to Dreaka.
I would never with a married man. This man told me he's legally separated, so that's that. I simply came onto this platform to express how I feel because I have every right to feel the way that I do. And to any other women that are going through the same thing, it's okay to stand up for yourself. Dealing with men that manipulate, gaslight, lie, all of that. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of this man leading me on this whole time. You know, I in the beginning,
man, I hear what she's saying, but look, any girl that dates a rapper or athlete, you know what you're signing up
for.
So if it's on you if you dumb and don't believe that they not gonna do what they've always been doing to every girl to you.
Around, but it's just the way he went about this situation that was real disrespectful. And now I'm getting threats from his team, from Miss Alvina, the same woman that was just applauding us last week because she was so happy to see us together and wanting to get a house together, and even asked if you could live in the guest house. Now you're mad at me for expressing how I feel?
She mad she still gotta pay rent.
Now you hate me all of a sudden. People obviously didn't know what me and him had going on. I'm very private. I just believed everything that came out of that man's mouth.
Well, you a dummy for that. And I guess you can't be too private because you was hitting the internet instantly with this information. But, I mean, he really don't care because he is loving his relationship with Brittany Renner because they're going strong. They be hitting the grocery store together.
Shit, not what we been hearing.
Shopping stuff.
I guess she wasn't lying. I guess she wasn't lying. Trip. And she gotta look like the fucking Grim Reaper. I see why she left the nigga. Bitch gotta look like the Grim Reaper 24/7, bitch. I feel her. Oh God. I don't want my bitch look like the Grim Reaper. I gotta look like the Grim Reaper. She can't look like the Grim Reaper. She gotta look like a bad bitch.
Yeah, man. So Kevin Gates is living his best life. He got a wife and a concubine.
He said concubine.
So, man,
He said concubine.
I don't know what to say. Should Dreak Gates divorce him? Should
We're living through
Kevin
some
Gates
trying
be
times.
talking to Brittany Renner? Is Brittany Renner the ultimate 304?
Most definitely.
Or should we just
But
stay out of everybody's
that's a
business
thought
and do whatever they
transformer.
want to do because their life is not ours? Let me know. Keep it locked.
Crazy. Bruh, this shit is wild. They already done after what, 2 months, 3 months they've done? Divorced?
Joined Instagram July of 2012. When I originally joined Instagram July of 2012,
you don't believe in that Muslim shit, nigga. You Hebrew Israelites around this bitch. Yahweh, nigga.
And now that I no longer need either of those things, I am developing a new relationship with just social media. You know how I feel about you. You don't even take my feelings into consideration. Like, it's kind of I had to find out through the internet.
Now, please don't make me get angry.
You already are. You don't give a fuck. I'm angry too. I'm upset. I'm hurt.
What's the wildest thing you've heard about Kevin Gates lately? If you said his 52-day marriage to Brittany Renner, you're not alone. In spring 2025, the Louisiana rapper, known for his raw lyrics and unfiltered life, shocked the world by tying the knot with the Instagram queen herself, only to call it quits before the ink was dry. But that's just the start. What about Dreak Gates, his ride-or-die partner of over 20 years, who's been by his side through prison, fame, and everything in between? And don't forget the whispers of other women, from a scorned ex to reality TV stars, keeping his name in the headlines. Today, we're peeling back the layers of Kevin Gates' love life, from whirlwind romances to enduring bonds, with a side of controversy that's got everyone talking. Trust me, this story's got more twists than a soap opera, and you'll want to stick around for what's next. Let's kick things off with the bombshell that hit in April 2025. Brittany Renner, the influencer and basketball star, announced she married Kevin Gates on April 6. Fans were floored. Gates, who's been married to Dreca since 2015, suddenly had a new wife. The news broke during a red carpet interview at the Basketball Wives LA Season 12 premiere, where Renner called Gates her husband and flashed a massive diamond ring. She gushed about him to Real 92.3 LA, saying, "His name echoes in every chamber of my heart," and described him as the most beautiful person she'd ever met. Her words were straight out of a love poem, painting a picture of a fairy tale romance.
She got a lot of chambers in that heart.
By May 28th, just 52 days later, Renner revealed they were divorced. We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th. She told the radio station, keeping her tone calm but cryptic. The speed of it all left fans reeling. How do you go from "he's my dream man" to done in less than 2 months?
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation, because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. What I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition,
we don't want you in the Hebrew Israelites,
things changing. Honestly, it's I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married.
Some noticed Renner's body language in earlier interviews, like a subtle headshake while praising Gates, hinting at trouble beneath the surface. Others wondered if this was a publicity stunt, especially given Renner's knack for stirring the pot. But Renner's next words added a whole new layer to the drama, and it's got everyone asking one big question. Renner didn't just drop the divorce news and walk away. In her June 7th interview, she talked about a 90-day waiting period required by Islamic practices, something both she and Gates follow. This period, called Ida, is a time to check for pregnancy and explore reconciliation, as Islam encourages couples to stay married. Renner explained, "There's a 90-day waiting period to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible. And it's for reconciliation, because Allah wants you to stay married." This raised eyebrows. Renner has a son, PJ Washington Jr., from her 2021 relationship with NBA player PJ Washington, and she's been open about co-parenting struggles and child support disputes. When she mentioned Gates being responsible if she were pregnant, some fans started whispering, was she trying to have a baby during those 52 days? The timeline, married in early April, divorced by late May, means they were together for less than 2 months. On X, users like it Just Say K speculated she might have been trying to trap Gates for financial security, though there's no proof of this. Renner shut down the negativity, saying at the 2025 BET Awards, "I don't feel like it's a sucky situation, because what is meant to be is always going to be." She called the period a nice 90-day reset to focus on herself, pouring into her own growth. Still, the pregnancy talk in her past with Washington kept the rumor mill spinning. especially when you consider Gates' other
PJ
life,
Wash was
the one
the
he's
biggest
built with
simp of them
Drake.
all, though.
And
He
that's
ain't
where
never
the
get
story gets even messier.
that
For over
nigga.
2 decades, Kevin Gates and Drake Gates have been a team. They started dating around 2003, married in 2015, and have 2 kids, Isla Corin, born in 2012, and Kaza Camille, born in 2014. Drake has been more than a wife. She's managed Gates' bookings, co-founded their Breadwinners Association label in 2010, and starred in his music videos. Gates dedicated his 2016 album, Isla, and 2022 album Kaza to their kids, and his 2017 track, Drake, is a love letter to her strength and beauty. In a 2016 interview with The Source, Drake said they'd been together for nearly 14 years, rarely going more than 3 months without speaking, a testament to their tight bond. Fans saw them as a power couple, weathering Gates' prison stints and the chaos of fame. But in 2022, cracks appeared. Gates' freestyle, Super General, dropped into trouble with lyrics about betrayal and emotional distance. Lines like took the hurt out of knowing, made it worse. Now I'm certain had fans wondering if he was confessing to infidelity or calling out Drake. She went quiet on social media about their relationship, and they stopped posting together as much. A Distractify article claimed Drake filed for divorce in November 2024 over infidelity rumors, but there's no court record or statement from either to confirm this. People in the Shade Room report no credible evidence of a divorce, and the couple appeared together at a 2023 Rolling Loud event, suggesting they're still together. So where does Renner fit in? Some say Gates and Drake were separated when he married Renner, but Drake's silence, focusing on her wellness brand, leaves it unclear. And then there's another woman who threw a wrench into the story. In April 2025, a woman named Persia P went viral, claiming to be Gates' girlfriend. She posted on Instagram, saying Gates told her he was legally separated from Drake when they started dating. Persia was furious when Gates popped up with Renner, accusing him of being manipulative and narcissistic. She also claimed his team sent her threats after she spoke out, saying, "I'm sick of this man leading me on." Persia took shots at Renner too, calling her a fake Muslim who converted to Islam in August 2024 because it was trendy. She pointed to Renner's past risque persona, saying, "You preach you don't want a man who deals with multiple women, yet you're dealing with one." These are heavy claims, but they're unverified beyond Persia's videos. No evidence confirms Gates' team threatened her, and Drake hasn't addressed it, sticking to posts about grounding and skincare. Persia's drama was the first time Gates faced rumors of other women. In 2022, he was linked to love and hip-hop. Miami star JoJo's heard after they were spotted together at events. Their chemistry sparked talk, but both denied romance. Wellness coach Jade Ramey also popped up in rumors, though nothing concrete surfaced. These stories paint Gates as a man whose heart might wander, even with Drake as his anchor. But it's his own words that keep the spotlight on him, and they're not always pretty. Kevin Gates doesn't hold back, and that's part of his charm and his trouble. In 2025, he made headlines with a wild comment saying he only respects opinions from people who've killed somebody. It's a bizarre flex, but it's pure Gates, unapologetic and provocative. He doubled down with a jab at LeBron James, claiming LeBron's wife Savannah doesn't look at him the way white women do, stirring backlash for its weird racial undertone. These moments show why Gates' love life stays under a microscope. His boldness makes every move, like marrying Renner while still tied to Drake, feel like a headline waiting to happen. Fans love his honesty. His music dives into pain, love, and temptation, but it also fuels questions about his loyalty. Was the Renner marriage a reckless move driven by passion, like the follow your heart vibe Renner described? Or is Gates playing a bigger game, keeping his name buzzing? At the BET Awards, when the Shade Room asked why he didn't walk the red carpet with Renner, he brushed it off. "There's nothing for me to comment about that." Days later, he posted on X, "Who I love, I don't discuss, but I wish her the best," hinting at closure, but no details. His silence on Drake and Renner keeps the mystery alive. But there's another piece to this puzzle that might explain his choices. Faith has been a cornerstone for Gates, especially since he made Hajj in 2016, embracing Islam publicly. His music, like God's Slippers, weaves in spiritual themes, and he's spoken about how Islam grounds him.
Mighty Creator, forgiving my sins, Almighty Creator, I need to be clean, rocking all white, spirit fulfilled.
Renner's conversion to Islam in August 2024, announced on Instagram with Allahu Akbar, aligned with Gates' beliefs. She called it a purification process, stepping away from her old image of seeking validation and male attention. Their shared faith seemed to deepen their bond, with Renner saying Islam made her life better in every way. Some fans think this spiritual connection sparked their marriage, especially since Gates called her his wife in a March 2025 video. But others question if it was a fleeting moment, not strong enough to outlast their 52-day union. Could faith have pushed Gates to reconcile with Drake, honoring Islamic values of marriage? Or did it clash with his impulsive side? Drake's own faith, she's also Muslim, might explain her silence, focusing on her wellness brand instead of drama. The role of Islam adds depth to Gates' story, making you wonder how much it guides his heart, or is his heart leading him astray? So, is Kevin Gates caught in a love triangle, or is this all just chaos? Picture it, Drake is partners since their teens, building an empire with him, raising their kids, Isla and Kaza, through thick and thin. Then there's Brittany Renner, the fiery influencer who swept in with a ring and a dream, only to exit just as fast. And don't forget Persia P, claiming Gates lied about his marriage to string her along. It's a web of love, betrayal, and unanswered questions. The super general lyrics from 2022 hinted at trouble with Drake, but no divorce papers have surfaced, and their joint appearances suggest they're still a unit. Persia's claims of manipulation are serious, but without proof. They're just one side of the story. Renner's 90-day reset and her no-regrets stance show she's moved on, but her pregnancy comments keep the rumor mill churning. Gates himself stays cryptic, dodging questions at the BET Awards and posting vague X messages. Is he a man torn between love and temptation, or a strategist keeping us hooked? You can't just follow your heart without your head. Gates' story feels like a battle between the two, with fans watching every move. The internet's got plenty to say about this. On X, posts lit up when Renner announced the divorce. Ace Rephouse TV2 and a rated RH701 called it a heartbreak after just 52 days, while Public Music linked to a YouTube breakdown of the split. Some fans cheered Gates and Renner, calling their chemistry chaotic but fitting. Others weren't so kind. Just Say Case speculated Renner tried to get pregnant for a payday, and Persia P's post fueled shade, calling her a fake Muslim. Drake's fans rallied for her, with comments like, Drake is somewhere managing her bag, not this mess. Drake herself stayed above the fray, posting about grounding and wellness, like a video walking barefoot to connect with the earth. The split reactions show why Gates' love life is a cultural lightning rod. Everyone's got an opinion, and no one's got the full story. It's a saga that keeps us glued to our screens, waiting for the next twist. So, what's the real deal with Kevin Gates? Is he the loyal husband to Drake, holding it down for 20 years? Or the impulsive romantic who jumped into a marriage with Renner? Maybe he's both. A man whose heart pulls him in every direction, from faith to fame to fleeting love. The 52-day marriage to Renner, sealed with a ring and broken by May, feels like a fever dream. Drake's quiet strength, sticking to her wellness hustle, suggests she's not phased, or at least not showing it. Persia P's accusations and past rumors with JoJo Zarur and Jade Raimi add layers of doubt about Gates' fidelity, his faith, his bold words, his music. They all paint a picture of a man wrestling with his choices, and Gates' life seems like proof. Is he chasing love, redemption, or just the spotlight? Drop your take in the comments. What's driving Kevin Gates, and what's next for him and Drake? Hit that like.
Bruh, this bitch is a clout demon. She need to be exorcised. Exorcism.
So, you know, the internet
never lets me down.
I log on today, and Brittany Renner took off her hijab for the first time in over a year since converting to Islam.
But she about to bust that kitty cat open, nigga. She about to bust that kitty cat open like a hot pocket, nigga. I'm telling you, she about to bust that kitty cat open like a hot pocket.
I also don't need excuses to do what I want to do because I accept whatever comes behind my decision. It's still Allah for everything. Hope this helps. Now this came as a shock to everybody. Brittany Renner just last
y'all wait till the day I die.
Islam, and then she married Kevin Gates. And 52 days later, they got divorced. And now after the divorce, she's taking off her hijab. So I don't know what she's thinking, but I thought you wasn't supposed to do that. So a lot of people are saying that she's doing this because Kevin Gates publicly spoke about his divorce with her.
Mr. Kevin Gates stepping into the shade room. Okay.
How we doing?
You looking dapper?
I do.
You do.
Thank you.
I like your outfit.
Thank you. I'm flat.
You picked it out yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
I like it. All right. So we got Mariah Carey, who's being honored tonight with the Icon Award.
You'll always be a part of me. I just hit it. Just
No, hit it a little bit more.
Oh my God, now you're trying to work.
I feel like you do a good Mariah. Let me see what you got.
I don't, but I do what I can. I'm gonna get us there.
You are funny.
Get us there on the car ride to the karaoke. You know how you be, cause I'm goofy. You know how you be singing along. Yeah, that's me right there.
We belong together.
Do we?
Yeah, stick to your daytime job, bitch.
Tell them what they know about our love. You need to be the one hitting it.
Hell no.
Tell me what you're working on that you want the people to know.
Myself. I've been really working on myself. It's just been a beautiful journey. And I got Luca Brasi about to drop, Luca Brasi 4. And I got the Emilio project about to drop. That's my middle name. And it means God's gift. Because I'm God's gift. And I just wanted to show the world, how beautiful I am on the inside. Not just the outside.
Okay, how beautiful are you on the inside?
Lord Jesus, look at me. Look out, Lord. You do the best you can for your world.
Ryan, why just saw Brittany? Why didn't y'all come here together?
Say what?
I just saw Brittany. Why didn't y'all walk the carpet together?
Who I love, I don't discuss.
Okay. So why don't y'all walk the carpet together?
But I wish you the best.
Oh, y'all not together anymore?
Who I love, I don't discuss.
Okay.
But God bless you.
So you never loved it then?
All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
So basically, he confirmed that he ain't with her no more. He ain't 100%.
So I hope he took his ring pop back.
Brittany Renner was at the same red carpet with him, but she had just a different response to everything. She looked like she was sick. Here's what happened when they asked Brittany Renner about the divorce on the red carpet that day.
Now, we have to ask, don't want to be messy at all. However, what is your relationship like now with Kevin, post-divorce? We did get to see you guys on the carpet together, and then we heard the announcement that you guys are now getting divorced. What is that relationship like now for you personally also, kind of after the fact?
Yeah, there's really nothing for me to comment about that because, again, it is what it is. I'm here, I'm alive and well, and I feel like people need to understand that you never have any regrets when you just follow your heart. There's no stone left unturned. You can be at peace with whatever happens. So that's just kind of where I am,
As a person who went through divorce myself, I'm like, there's so many negative connotations that come with it, but a lot of people don't see, no, maybe they really did need that. So for anybody who is in a situation where they're like, you know what, I'm stuck in this, or not saying that it's related to your situation, but anybody who's like, I want to get a divorce, but I don't want that negative connotation, what are some words of advice that you would have for them?
It's really simple, actually, because life is quite simple. It is better to be divorced and happy than...
It's better that you should never even got married in the first place, huh?
But let us know what you guys think. Do you think that she is just trying to make every excuse why this is okay?
Yeah, it is.
Or should she just listen to everybody when we initially saw what was happening? We knew it wasn't going to work out.
We knew it.
I guess she wanted to experience it herself. But let us know what you guys think.
You don't have to be no rocket scientist or can see into the future. It's Brittany Renner. Shout out to Retro Rock again. We finna see, they finna break down why they broke up.
Married for 52 days, Muslim for 74. Became a Muslim woman, changed the way that she dressed, realized that she has to get a provider Muslim husband because Muslim women have provider husbands, gets a provider Muslim husband, loses that provider Muslim husband within 52 days because he just decides he doesn't want to do this, gets the marriage annulled.
52 days!
Stop playing with people's religions. She got rid of the hijab.
She's a whore for the religion. She whored around the religion. That's insane. She a Babylon bitch.
Y'all are playing with people's religions. Really,
we don't believe in Muslim anyway because it's fake.
In a fake relationship.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in God Yahweh.
Islam,
the Bible, nigga.
Crazy to me. I did not even believe that Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner were actually merging. I assumed it was merely a prank. For those of you who are unaware, Brittany Renner is a young woman of mixed heritage. She was spotted with numerous businessmen. They refer to her as 304. She is publicly acknowledged having S with more than 30 men. Additionally, he said that she was a groomer because she had a child with a younger man. As you may know, men detest it when women date wealthy men because they feel as though they are going to steal their money, even though he may have wanted her and a particular type of woman. When they try to take some of your money, you cannot be angry because you wanted to Instagram Betty. Like, hurry up, they want you for the money and you want them for the P. Following her recent conversion to Islam, she was spotted with Kevin Gates. They pretended to be married. It never occurred to me that they were married. He is already married, but I thought it was a joke. Although he is already
I thought it was a joke,
I believe he is currently
I think we all thought it was a joke.
It seems to me that he was
none of us could have thought this was going to be real, nigga.
It is unlikely that she became angry.
Life clown. Y'all better stop playing with people's religions. She got rid of the hijab, talking about how she wore cornrows under the hijab, and now she's tired of straightening herself to fit in. Y'all are playing with people's religions, really chameleons, for clout and a fake relationship. You decided to fake practice Islam? That is crazy to me.
Islam not real, so I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Not practice it anymore, just give it up. It's a wild, all for a storyline. All for a storyline is crazy to me. Why is it that females always decide to go to another religion for a man, for a fake relationship?
None of them is real except for the Bible and the Hebrew Israelites.
That is
God, Yahweh is the only real one.
Religion is nothing to be played with. And y'all here dangling it all in people's faces, acting all holier than thou. And then when you're tired of it, you want to go back to your old life? That is crazy. Y'all got to be careful for real. It's sick in this world.
Now, Miss Brittany removed her hijab. As I mentioned earlier, I do not think this will end suddenly, but I do think that as a Muslim, you could remove your hijab or anything else. But we know Brittany. We are aware of her movements. She hustles. She makes a lot of money. She seemed to enjoy Kevin as well, but he took advantage of her. I absolutely think it was to hook up with him and gain access to his money and other things. That was not how he truly liked her. She served as a stand-in. She was merely something for him
she was a build-a-bitch.
And she was not even angry when he said, okay. She is not even sweet. Not a word about this. Well, I do not require this one. Put it back in.
But going over to Brittany Renner's Instagram, she deleted all of those photos of Kevin Gates off of her page. Yeah, he has them on his because, you know, they need to keep that image, right? But she deleted all of those photos of him off of her page. And, of course, she's no longer following Kevin Gates. Didn't I tell y'all a few weeks ago he was devaluing her when they did that Basketball Wives shoot? And I promise you, she probably saw up close in person that he was devaluing her. And, of course, if you look at some of his stories when you guys see him, he posts stuff in reference to like the past old relationship. You know, women do this and women that. I'm telling y'all, like, it's all fake when it comes to narcissists. Everything is fake. She thought she won a prize. Now she's seeing that it is a surprise. Go to her Instagram. Go to her TikTok. She no longer has pictures of him because she sees that she was used as a pawn. She was used as a pawn to try to
like it was, bro.
And now that it didn't work,
Kevin Gates knew what the fuck he was doing.
Okay. Now she
knew that Brittany Renner kind of had the youth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely believe she be watching some of these videos.
Kids be watching her shit.
But let me tell y'all, this shit be fake. Okay. When you are dealing with narcissists, Brittany, girl, you back. It's Brittany Renner back.
She back in the streets.
She took that hair out. She said, I've been wearing these cornrows and this hijab for too long.
She look like the boogeyman. She said, fuck it.
There are a lot of people in the comments talking about she's back to her old ways. I don't know. Marrying Kevin Gates for like 30 days. Kind of on brand for her.
That's wild.
I know that in the Muslim community,
32 days to close them legs
make a Muslim. I know that. But for Brittany on Basketball Wives, okay? Brittany is still doing Brittany. The only thing Brittany is doing differently is maybe her choice in men that she's dating. But this is a signal for some people. I don't think it's a signal. I think she just wants her hair to fly free, but I could be wrong. What y'all think? Y'all think the old Brittany about to come back, or it's the new Brittany? I'm just asking for a friend. Removing the hijab does make people speculate, but I don't think that has anything to do with her religion at all. I think she just wanted her hair out.
The first transformation she should have undergone was finally standing firm on her boundaries and being patient. She never discentered men correctly, as she was attempting to create a scene in order to make this change. In order to decenter men and possibly attract a man who loves her for more than just her body, she was attempting to make this adjustment. You cannot desire to be a Christian, Muslim, or follow any other faith in the hopes of finding a decent person. And it is not just about what she could do S for him. Oh, your hubby is at church. For example, are you attending church for religious reasons or in search of a spouse? Of course, it would be wonderful to see your husband there, but it should not be the main goal. I feel sorry for her because of what little I do know about her. She keeps looking for provider men rather than men with decent morals. Yet it appears like all she wants is to be loved
only
and
after
appreciated
52
for who she
days
is on the inside. I believe
they
that
get
if Brittany
divorced?
wants a
That's
good man,
wild.
that is, a man of excellent character and good value, he will need
52
to be
days, that's all she
non-celebrity.
worked was
Why are
52
not you
days of
able to
marriage?
locate
She
Queen
couldn't get
Naija,
like a
as I
whole
mentioned?
month?
Why is it so
A whole
difficult to
2
locate a
months?
good, kind businessman who does not think she is on social media,
She couldn't
or
get
who
a
does
whole
not know
2 months?
anything about her social
Only
media
52
presence?
days?
He must be African or something, because he does not use social media. Just a guy who does not give a damn, even if he may have had a past and you both have moved on or something. It is like any guy in the industry will hear about your past and treat you as such whether you attempt to transition or not. You know, hoes are wiped out every day, so it is not like she cannot get cleaned up. Women's and men's hoes. Let we begin. For serious, though, because males are constantly talking about how women get handed around and used up. Additionally, men are used up and passed around. For example, no woman desires a man who has dated everyone. Along with becoming less valuable, you also get unclean.
Through a complete modesty glow up, became a Muslim woman, changed the way that she dressed, realized that she has to get a provider Muslim husband because Muslim women have provider husbands, gets a provider Muslim husband, loses that provider Muslim husband within 52 days because he just decides he doesn't want to do this, gets the marriage annulled, ultimately causing her to go back to the streets and have to start this process all over again, all while being a single mother. You guys, this is crazy. I honestly feel like Brittany should have just stayed busting it open online. Like, she would have been able to build a platform and eventually some man would have liked her for her going through this fake modesty glow up. And I do mean this fake modesty glow up because nothing is modest about this entire situation. The fact that she even allowed herself to be used like a moving piece in a game like this is just hilarious. And it really should open her eyes to the fact that men play games, and that if you don't have boundaries, they will use you as a moving piece in a game that was already started way before you ever came in. We all know that he was just trying to upset Dreak. Dreak has been unbothered as hell for a very long time, while her Aquarius baby daddy goes out here and does all of these diabolical, things just for attention and clout because he's bored, and she will not give him the attention that he so desperately seeks. That other woman just give up so willingly to this man. And once he uses your energy and has, straddled you all through town, embarrassing at you, he just decides, I'm done with you. This was fun. Not really. Goodbye. Brittany, you should have just stayed busting it open online, running up your bag, instead of going out here looking for some man to take care of you, because that's ultimately what she did.
Brittany has no identity, and neither does Kevin Gates. We've seen him be 10 different people. Now, my feelings for Brittany, I believe she mentioned having a difficult upbringing. I previously made a video about her. She only chases guys, and she chases money. She is attempting to be where the men are, and as you are aware, attractive Instagram girls typically like it since they receive money from the man, or something similar. She gets her own bag, of course, but there's nothing wrong with having only one bag.
I guess
Kevin
she's back
Gates
in the
most likely
streets now.
did the same thing after that. Unresolved childhood trauma, most likely. He had a period of unresolved trauma. It is like he cannot put you through what you tolerate, or whatever, despite whatever he put his wife through. Therefore, it is likely that all he needs is prayer and therapy. Really, there are times when you need to get down on your knees when you are feeling lost in life. Cry to God occasionally. Simply drop to your knees. Be the person you wish me to be, like God. As in, really, who would you like me to be? For example, what is my life's purpose? God guided me in the proper path.
Sham of a marriage didn't even last for 2 months.
God, I said it couldn't last for 2 months, bro.
I
2
thought
months.
they were kind of just
2 fucking months, bro. Come on.
I thought they was like married in the eyes of Allah. I didn't think it was. I'm more surprised it was a real legitimate.
The only God cares is Yahweh.
To begin with. And then she's talking about they gotta wait 90 days for it to be legitimized. So you have to wait longer for your divorce to be official than you were actually officially married. Does this not qualify for an annulment? Or is it just different because of the faith? I don't know. But anyway, Brittany Renner is an interesting character. Like, she just seems to absorb whatever personality the man that she's dating has at the time. We don't really know who she is. Even from the beginning, she was a fitness trainer because her boyfriend at the time was a fitness trainer. I remember that content. It was great content. I loved that content back then. No, not so much. She's just a weary soul trying to find her way. Maybe this faith will stick. Maybe she'll find herself through it. Maybe, who knows? I don't know.
Man, she's like a trash bag floating in the wind, man.
A public relationship. I simply cannot bear the embarrassment of it all. As if I were Brittany, I would be mortified at this moment. However, someone says her we have 90 days to reconcile with him. I wish her nothing but the best. Like, girl, watch the layers start dropping off her soon. June 11th was the date. Recall that she just removed her hijab, like if it were yesterday. People really caught her. She says that is crazy because she is so predictable.
Brittany Renner, I bet them heart chambers is empty as a damn.
Nigga, I told you she got a lot of heart chambers and a lot of bodies in it, bitch.
Getting construction done on it. So if y'all ain't heard, apparently Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates got goddamn a little divorce. Why wasn't nobody looking?
Crazy.
They was married from April 6th to May 28th.
What could have been so bad they got divorced, nigga?
It just wasn't working with what she had going on. Now y'all remember she said that his name echoes in every chamber of her heart. It sounded like a goddamn high school.
Nigga, I seen that shit. Y'all said nigga. There's a lot of chambers, bitch.
Come on now, Brittany Renner. You know you bullshit. And everybody is starting to call out the fact that they think this whole gig with her having on the hijab is not real. But basically they asking her, why are you drinking? Why you have this garment on? Now, I'm Christian, of course, and no disrespect to people who are Islam. But I do have friends that are Islam. And a lot of them are saying the same thing. She shouldn't be doing all of this while she is under the hijab. It's not right. And it's kind of a diss to their culture. Now, Brittany Renner's response to it is this. The religion that she is in or following now basically says that after she gets divorced, she has to be celibate for basically 90 days, then she can move forward. I don't know if this is the proper way to attack any of these situations that she has going on, but hey, to each his own. I can't judge nobody.
Bitch.
Married for 52 days.
That's same.
Muslim for 74. It's official. Brittany Renner is officially done cosplaying an Islamic woman. In her latest video, she mentioned that she no longer wants to shrink herself to fit in anywhere. Such a coincidence now that her and Kevin Gates are no longer together, which is something many of us predicted. This makes me feel like she really was having some drinks
Jezebels don't know how to motherfucking let a man lead. You know what I'm saying?
Although
it's impossible for a
isn't
Jezebel.
what makes you Muslim, but her saying with her own words that she doesn't want to wear it because she no longer wants to shrink herself is basically all the proof that we need. You and Kevin just announced that you guys were no longer together. And now all of a sudden you're on the internet showing off your hair. People will forever be asking, did you do this for a man? And the answer to that is a yeah.
For a man or for the money on?
I don't know. The timing of everything is just
like,
a little
the money
bit off.
on the clout. Fuck the man.
Yes,
money
and that is definitely
clout,
what irritates me about the whole Kevin Gates and Brittany running thing. For example, I know that when girls leave a relationship, they naturally desire something new, like changing their hair or anything. You are looking for something fresh.
They usually cut their hair or some shit,
means that you will remove the hijab as soon as you two split up, which should happen in a week or two. Perhaps she had been staring at him at first. He assured her, oh no, the next female, the next person I get married to, they gotta be. But who knows? They might have been secretly speaking previously. Since that is sort of what it is delivering, we do not know what he told her. However, do you believe that was a coincidence? Was there a purpose, in your opinion? For example, do you believe she changed her gender to suit a man? Do you believe she was merely attempting something new for herself? Or do you believe it was truly for Kevin? After this, do you believe she will continue to practice this religion? Please share your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and enable post notifications. Thank you.
Alright, we're back. Bro, that makes no damn sense to me. Stepping down to Brittany Renner over drinking is insane. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates, the rumor was coming out that he was cheating, Dreak was cheating. We would never know at the end of the day. But the bitches are coming out on Kevin Gates. And that's the crazy part. But Brittany Renner, I think we all could have known that this shit was not going to work for Brittany Renner. Let's be honest, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I just hope Kevin Gates can find a decent female that's going to hold him down. You know what I'm saying? As long as, I guess Dreak did. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you know, sometimes when you be in a long-term relationship, sometimes you do need that freedom, man. You know, you being around the same female for however, you know, you need something to spice it up. So I don't know if they might ever get back together. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But after this, Kevin Gates been with so many females and got married to Brittany. I don't think it's gonna ever happen back with Dreak. 52 days, bro. The box is only worth 52 days. That's the quickest marriage I ever heard. 52 days for a celebrity, anyways. But hey, that's how it goes, man. Like you can't change a female into what you want it to be, man. Like I only believe in God, Yahweh. Hebrew is like the Bible. I know all the other religions are fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, man, just because you go to a different religion don't mean that you ain't gonna be the same person. You know what I'm saying? If you can't change yourself with the Bible, you ain't gonna be able to change yourself with the fake ass ones. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, hey, she might as well just make her whole career in the streets. At this point, she might as well just stay in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Keep them legs open as community property. And hey, if she can trap somebody else, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, prayers out for all of them. Hope they all find a good person that can hold them down. This shit is crazy. Y'all can get hood and outside. Big crip in the game, outside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.